We've identified this challenge for boys is that they're ungrounded. 58% of Americans no longer believe that the Bible is a source for moral authority. And that's the world that these boys are being raised in.
You talked about how boys are unguided, and we talked about, some 1 in 4 boys are being raised by single moms, and just the importance of having male role models. And I think not even just for those who come from single mom homes, but even when they have a good, strong Christian foundation at home, they have a mom and dad who love them, who are raising them. There's something about other people coming alongside of them, other godly men coming alongside them and encouraging them and inspiring them and teaching them about Jesus. And so I want to keep talking through this process. The next one you said was that boys are ungrounded. Talk about the problem of them being ungrounded and why is this an issue for them?
Yeah, well, thanks for asking. It's great to be back. In our culture today, it's so confusing, particularly for kids. And we've identified this challenge for boys is that they're ungrounded. 58% of Americans no longer believe that the Bible is a source for moral authority. And that's the world that these boys are being raised in. And boys in particular like to know that there's boundaries. Well, how can you even explain to a boy the difference between right and wrong if you don't have a foundation for truth? And so it's very difficult for boys. And that's why they're kind of mixed up in the society that has so many confusing messages. The things that we've done over the last couple generations, decisions we've made as adults to around definition of marriage or what we do with babies before they're born or any of these things are so confusing for kids. We can kind of metabolize it because we can reach back to a time and understand the foundational essentials. But these boys are being raised in a society where there's so many awkward issues that we're dealing with, and they're being raised in that place. They want to know that there's truth. They want to know that there's a foundation, something they can stand on. They function better when the rules are really clear and when the lines are drawn. As much as it looks like they want to push boundaries, they want to push boundaries because they want to make sure it isn't going to move. And we have so few boundaries that stay firm. And so Trail Life USA, the Word of God is our foundation. And we declare that. It runs through all of our materials because the boys need to know right and wrong, and that it's based on these biblical principles that are true for all of eternity. Recently at a troop in South Carolina, a boy came and he was disruptive and he was real challenged. His parents had just dropped him off. And the troop master really was challenged by his behavior and what to do with him. But they loved on him and they helped the best they could to make him feel a part. And a few weeks later, he got a call from the mom who said, I have a problem. And he said, well, what's the problem? He said, well, she said, Jimmy is praying at home. And the troop master said, okay, why is this a problem? She says, you don't understand. She said, we don't pray at home, but we would like to. Can my husband and I attend the troop with Jimmy and learn how to pray? Well, that's crazy. There was a family that was just looking. This boy was just looking for a foundation when they provided him some solid guidelines and boundaries, which he wasn't getting anywhere else. Not only did it change him, but the parents came in, and 2 weeks later, that whole family was baptized in the front of that church that chartered that troop. Because people are hungry for boundaries in this crazy world. And so here's this little boy, this little kind of broken, little confused little boy looking for some foundations, looking for some truths, and he found them in the biblical foundations of Trail Life USA. Now, you can set these boundaries anywhere. If you're leading a co-op or Sunday school, whatever, boys are looking for firm boundaries that they can push up against that they know will not move.
Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.